Hey guys, and welcome to SM Talks Football. Today we'll be discussing potential Manchester City lineup next season. Now, knowing Pep Guardiola and the squad depth that he's got this season, he's not going to play a single formation. He's going to play a variety of different formation, variety of different style of football. So we're going to look into a few different formation and a few different lineups that potentially Manchester City can start in. Now, let's start off with our 4-1-3-2 formation. Now, it's an effective formation because it's got two strikers up front. Now, it's very, very compatible formation as well. A formation that Guardiola used before at Barcelona when he had two strikers in Zlatan and Lionel Messi up front. I'm not going to be surprised if we see this formation once again being used in the Premier League. Now, let's start off with in goal. I went with Ederson. Even though Claudio Bravo had a fantastic Confederation Cup, for me he was absolutely piss poor for Manchester City last season. So the new signing Ederson will be the first choice goalkeeper and Claudio Bravo will be the second choice. So in this 4-1-3-2 formation, my back four will be Kyle Walker, Vincent Kompany, John Stones and Benjamin Mendy. Now, the reason I went with Kyle Walker and Benjamin Mendy over Danilo is because Kyle Walker and Benjamin Mendy are more attack-minded fullbacks, something that Guardiola likes very much. And those two are pretty quick as well, so they can go up and down the flanks all game long. With the pace they have, they can actually recover pretty well as well, which means that they are perfect Pep Guardiola fullbacks. I went with Vincent Kompany and John Stones. Now, those two are for me two of the two best centre backs in their team. Likes of Otamendi and Mangala, for me, a level behind them. Now, John Stones got a lot of criticism last season. I mean, with a proper team, with proper fullbacks, and playing alongside Vincent Kompany, I think John Stones going to improve as a player. A similar player to Gerard Piqué. Now, Piqué in his first season, whenever he didn't play with Carlos Puyol, he got found out so many times. He was exposed, he wasn't strong enough, on the ball he used to make a lot of mistakes. But as much as he played alongside Carlos Puyol, he learned, he became a better player. For me, John Stones, the more he plays with Vincent Kompany, the more he will learn and better player he'll become. People forget John Stones is still very, very young. He's still got the time to improve and become one of the best English centre-backs in the country. Whereas someone like Vincent Kompany, for me, he's one of the best centre-backs in the league. When he's fit, he's actually unstoppable. Strong, physical, fast, ball-playing centre-back. Absolutely fantastic. Now, Manchester City's biggest priority should be keeping Vincent Kompany fit for the whole season. If he's fit, Manchester City will do well. Now, let's look at our midfield. I went with Gundogan as the deep midfielder and three number 10s. Now, let me start off with Ilkay Gundogan. Now, he was absolutely fantastic before he got injured last season. The game against Barcelona when Manchester City won, Gundogan was my man of the match. Even though De Bruyne was fantastic that game, Gundogan, his pressing style, his passing style, he's a very similar player to Xavi of Barcelona. Now, yes, this formation is a bit, he will get exposed at times, but for me, these sort of formation will be played in games like, Stoke City away and, West Brom away, when team just parks the bus. You don't need a defensive midfielder, where Gundogan can actually do the job. He's a box-to-box midfielder. He was fantastic for Borussia Dortmund playing that role, so he would fit perfectly. Now, the most exciting number 10s in the world, Bernardo Silva, David Silva and Kevin De Bruyne. When you have number 10s like these, you have to try and put them in a team together. And for me, this is absolutely fantastic and this is absolutely perfect to put them in a team. Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne can drop deep and help out Gundogan if needed, where David Silva will have the free roam to be the creator behind two strikers. Now, Bernardo Silva on the right hand side, cutting in and actually being the creator that he was for Monaco. And De Bruyne, we all know the assist king, we all know how good he is creatively. So playing those three as number 10s is absolutely fantastic, behind the deadliest strike force in the Premier League in Gabriel Jesus and Kun Aguero. Now, let me start off with Aguero. Now, Aguero is not a Pep Guardiola type of striker. He doesn't work hard. He's not a Lewandowski, Zlatan type player, but at the same time, he's sort of like Lionel Messi type player. Makes us run behind. He's fantastic on the ball. If you play around him, he'll be fantastic. So, Aguero, I can see him get less game time than Gabriel Jesus, but Guardiola hinted before that he's going to try and fit both of them into the same lineup. And for me, behind those three number 10s, Aguero and Jesus, would be absolutely brilliant. For me, this is just, if I was a City fan, I would be really excited for next season. I mean, look at that team. Bernardo Silva, David Silva, De Bruyne behind Jesus and Aguero. Now, coming to Gabriel Jesus, one of the best young talent in the world. It's unfortunate that he got injured, but on the ball, he's absolutely brilliant. His dribbling ability, his shooting ability, and overall as a player, he's been likened to R9 of Brazil. So, could be a great option if Guardiola wants to play this team. Now, another option could be playing back three. Now, we've seen managers like Antonio Conte and Mauricio Pochettino gain success last season playing a back three formation. Guardiola has played back three last season, but his back three was exposed so many times. But with new fullbacks and a new system, this could actually work. So let's actually look at the team that Guardiola might play if they play 3-5-2. So my back three and my wing backs are Vincent Kompany, John Stones, Otamendi, Walcott and Mendy. Now, I spoke about other four. Now let's talk about Otamendi. Nicolas Otamendi, he was fantastic at Valencia, but for one season only. After that, I don't know what happened to him. He just lost it and he hasn't reached up to the potential that people thought he would. He was bought for 45 million. He was one of the best and the most expensive centre-backs when they bought him, but he just hasn't lived up to the potential. I mean, Otamendi, on his day, he's a warrior. He's a fantastic centre-back, but for me, he's not that consistently good enough. So the biggest challenge would be, if they play back three, is to bring the consistency out of Nicolas Otamendi. Now, my midfield, I went with Kevin De Bruyne as number 10, Ilkay Gundogan and Yaya Toure. Now, Yaya Toure and Ilkay Gundogan could be the creative defensive midfielders, creating from the deep, whereas Kevin De Bruyne would be the attacking midfielder, creating just behind two strikers, again, Aguero and Jesus. So this could be another option that Guardiola could go for. Now, if you play that option, players like Bernardo Silva, David Silva, they just don't get into the team. I mean, unless you push De Bruyne into Yaya Toure's position and bring in David Silva at number 10. But for me, just behind two strikers is where De Bruyne will thrive and he will be a fantastic player. Another formation could we look at is classic Guardiola's 4-3-3 system. Again, I wanted the same back four, same midfield, and my front three players have been different this time. I went with Raheem Sterling, Leroy Sané, and Gabriel Jesus. Raheem Sterling and Leroy Sané was two of the most attacking wingers last season. Those two link-up play was absolutely fantastic. Their run-in was magnificent. And for me, if those three play, you can expect more counter-attacking football than anything else. Leroy Sané is fantastic young potential. Raheem Sterling, absolutely brilliant. And Gabriel Jesus, pace. Those three, if Guardiola wants to play in big games, caught teams out in counter-attack, absolutely fantastic. Another thing we haven't mentioned throughout this video is Mendy and Walcott, and the overlapping runs will help both Sterling and Sané brilliantly. Now, those are some of the formation I can see Guardiola playing this season. Now, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Now, thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit subscribe, and goodbye.